All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at Jimmy Britt here in Statesboro. Amazing place up here. These guys do a great job. I want to talk today about something that in trucks, it's only Ram and it's only Chevy that do this. And I love that they do, and I hope they never stop it. But Ford doesn't do it, Toyota doesn't do it, Nissan doesn't have a full size anymore, but this is and they don't do it with their midsize with the Frontier, and Honda doesn't do it. It is the only true truck brands that do is Ram and Chevy. And what is that? They offer lifted off-road trucks in lower trim levels. Okay, that's a huge one. Let the power of that sink in. Let that become a reality. They offer off-road lifted trucks in affordable trims. Now here's a Rebel X. That's not affordable trim. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. Here's a bunch of Rebels right here. That's not an affordable truck either. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? What am I talking about? I'm talking about, like, for example, this right here. Now this is a Z71 Trail Boss. Okay, but the Trail Boss version of the Silverado and a Trail Boss version of the Colorado, same with the Canyon twins of these, but they offer a 2-inch factory lift from off the gate. Not offer, every one of them come that way from the factory. They get a 2-inch lift. You can get a custom Trail Boss in a Silverado or a Colorado for dirt cheap in price that has got the lift and it's got the amazing off-road capability. You're getting that option. Ram has the Rebel, which is not an affordable package. Rebel X right there, expensive. Rebels right here, these things are not cheap. What are they coming in at? See if we got one with a window sticker right here. This is not a cheap truck. It's not what we're talking about, but we're gonna show you, we're gonna talk about the Sleeper in a minute. Okay, $80,000, not a cheap truck. But Ram also offers the Warlock, 2025 Warlock. It has the same motor, okay, the same exact Hurricane motor in it. It has the same suspension. It has the same factory lift that you're getting on the Rebel, on that Warlock. You get the same recovery hooks. You get the same skid plates. You get the same everything. It is basically this truck, but they put a tradesman interior into it. So it's a simplified interior, just like the Trail Boss is a simpler interior of the, a custom Trail Boss is a simpler interior compared to like a Z71. But they offer it. So you look at a Ram 1500 Warlock, and it is every bit as capable as what this truck is, yet it's going to cost, $10,000, $15,000 cheaper. So Ram offers this, Chevy offers this. They give you these options. These are both going to have, this is going to have a rear locker, electronic rear locker. The Trail Boss over there is going to have a G80 rear locker in it, but nobody else offers. Ford offers their FX4, great package. Ford also offers their you get lockers in the sport models and things like that. You can get a rear locker, so Ford does a good job. But the only two offering a dedicated factory lifted affordable version of a truck is Chevy and Ram. Now they offer expensive ones like this too. I don't believe anybody offers as many trim options in so many variations as what Ram does and Chevy does, and I love them both for that. That is incredible that they do that. But they're also still the only two that give you a factory lifted truck in affordable prices. When you go to Ford, you got to go to the Tremor model, which I don't even know if the Tremor's lifted that much. I think it's like a 3/4 inch or a 1-inch lift, but to get to the Tremor, they don't offer anything. Same with the Tremor in the Super Duty, that kind of thing. Raptor, obviously, way out of price range for everybody. You got the RHO from Ram. We don't have one up here, but you take a look at their RHO that just came out. Look at what that truck is for the amount of money that it costs. It's a tremendous value. So like I said, hats off to Ram, hats off to Chevy, because both of them are understanding that people that really want something that's off-road capable, or they're going to use it in the dirt or use it on the construction site and working and need to get through muddy construction sites and new build home builds, and or if they're working power lines, anything they're doing where they got to have a truck that's capable, they are offering it to people with a simplified interior, but giving you all the off-road capability and the lift to get through this stuff right on that lower base model trim. We love that. More brands need to start following suit and get into that plan. Look at the Frontier. I love the Frontier. Okay, Frontier is a great truck, but why is it not lifted? Not even a Pro 4X is lifted. Where is the off-road chomps of that truck? And even if they want to leave it there, you got a Pro 4X, why not make it a Pro 4X Plus and give it to us with a 2-inch lift in it? Something like that, okay, offered. Yes, they offer a lifted option, or a lift kit that you can have installed from Nismo, but point being, you got to do all that stuff yourself. Okay, you got to play all those games. You got to order that stuff aftermarket. You got to deal with all that kind of stuff. Ram and Chevy, Boom, there it is. Okay, the Warlock comes with the lift and the capabilities already for a dirt cheap price. Chevy, the Trail Boss, comes with the lift and the function and everything you need for a dirt cheap price. Can't argue those one bit. So just wanted to point that out, bring it to your attention. It's pretty cool that they're the only two that do it. And they're also the two of my favorite trucks out there. I mean, I love everything about them. I actually own my Gladiator, technically a Ram. If I were buying a full-size truck today, the only one I would buy is the Ram Warlock. Is the only one I would get today, is a Ram Warlock, only one I would buy. And so pretty interesting. And if I was buying an HD truck, heavy duty truck, it would be the Ram Power Wagon, because the same thing. You're getting all that capability in a little bit smaller of a size truck. Look at here, look at reality of this. Look at how there's a 2500. Now this is not a Power Wagon, but it's very similar, but look at, it's really not that much bigger than a Ram 1500. They're not that much bigger in size. We love the smaller size of the Ram 2500 compared to this huge size of like a Silverado 2500 or a Ford F250. Those are massive in size. And so Ram does the Power Wagon perfectly. So of all the trucks I would buy today, it would either be a Chevy or a Ram or a Jeep, which is basically Ram. So, and it's for good reason. I like what they do and how they do it and how they take into account what their customers are going to use them for. If somebody goes and buys this Ram, this Rebel X, which I do not see a window sticker on, but like I said, may not even be prepped yet. It was not here last night. I was up here 9 hours ago and this truck was not here when I was here last night. But let's just say that this is a $85,000, $90,000 truck. Somebody who buys this is not going to take this thing in the mud and in the muck and go beating it and doing stuff like that. But there's a whole world of people that need what this truck can do. And they need it for work purposes. They need it for hunting trips. They need it for that kind of thing. They don't want to spend 90 grand to get it. Same with a Raptor. They don't want to spend that much. Or 80,000 on a Tremor. They don't want to do that. Ram offers it in a Warlock for dirt cheap. Chevy offers it in a Trail Boss for dirt cheap. Love that about both companies. And they do it for both lines. Midsize, obviously with the Gladiator, and you get it with the Colorados as well too. Like Tina's ZR2 that we're walking over to, just sitting right there. Amazing truck, but again, if you don't want the front locker, if I didn't need front lockers, I would not buy this truck. I could buy a Trail Boss that looks just as good, put the bigger tires, I put 34s on a Trail Boss and make it look absolutely super sexy, and it's got the G80 rear locker and it does everything, and I can get one for like $35,000, $36,000, $37,000, whatever the prices are. Here, you're at $54,000. I ended up getting it for $47,000, but you're talking about $50,000 because of the front lockers. Not everybody wants to spend this much money. This has a 3-inch factory lift. Guess what the Trail Boss has? A 2-inch factory lift on every one of them. So unless I needed the front lockers, why spend, you know, the 18 grand more, 12 or 18 grand, depending on how it prices out, extra options to get this when I can get that Trail Boss? Chevy offers those functions and features for you. So does Ram. Ford does not, Nissan does not, Honda does not, Toyota does not. None of them offer any of that kind of stuff. You don't get the luxury. So I thought it was pretty interesting. Thought I'd share it with you. Look at this beautiful, amazing Mojave. I just got done reviewing this one. That's why it's still unlocked. But look at this gorgeous 2025 Mojave in color 41. And speaking of prices that we were just talking about and affordable prices, people are like, oh my God, this is Mojave. Why are they $70,000, $80,000? New color 41. This thing's decked out beautiful. It's got the mud terrain from the factory, and it's coming in at $56,000. Look at that right there. I mean, you know, pure perfection on every level. So anyway, thought I'd share a video with you why Chevy and Ram are killing it when it comes to the affordable off-roaders and affordable trucks for people that have to use them in the dirt. So put your comments down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks for watching.